morning, y'all. Hopefully you're having a sexy Saturday. Today's gonna be a little bit laid back. To be honest, I didn't sleep all that well. I worked out hard yesterday, really hard, and I'm really sore. So I'm not gonna do one of DTM's recipes in the morning. I will slide up in here as usual and do a delicious recipe for y'all. I'm just gonna share a few other things with you. Today is day 23 of the 30-day raw challenge, okay? So today I've decided I'm gonna go back to a few supplements that I've used in the past. I haven't used any supplements through DTM's 30-day raw challenge, but my body's craving some of the supplements, and I'm also gonna introduce some things that I've done once before, and it's pretty controversial. Dave Asprey just posted something on his blog, which was very informative and pretty inspiring. And I don't believe anybody's really being open and honest about these things. There are some individuals, but I believe the platform that I have is very educational. So I'm not too educated about them. I just know I've experienced this type of product once before, and it did wonders. Again, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a scientist, I'm not a professional. I'm just in here push and play and letting y'all in my kitchen. But if this is your first time in the community, y'all, okay, make sure you introduce yourself and let us know with your health and fitness goals. I have my laptop or my phone right here. I'm not streaming on Instagram today, so I will answer questions in real time today, okay? So it's gonna be a slower paced program today. So let me see. All right, so here we go. I've got everybody. So here we go. Good morning, Sandy. Good morning, Laura. Good morning, Yvette. Yvette, if y'all have not seen Yvette's live Facebook videos, she's really bringing the knowledge, y'all. She's very passionate. I believe it's lupus, so y'all should follow Yvette. She's very informative. What's up, Dr. Rob? What's up, Dr. Rob? How you doing? Hello, Wendy. Hello, Wendy. So I'm going to get right into it. Again, I'm not going to do a recipe out of DTM's book this morning. I will slide up in here and do that this evening. So today, I'm going to go back to some of my supplements, y'all. My body's craving it, and, I listen to my body. I try all these different diets, for myself and for y'all, so I can have, a personal knowledge about it. I can speak about it because I did it. But I'm on day 23, and I just need some of these supplements, y'all. I don't need them. My body is craving them. Doesn't mean I need them, but my body is craving them. So, and these are delicious. This is the Reclaim Multi-Pure, y'all. This is the mixed berry. Y'all have seen many of my videos. This is by far my favorite vitamin, multivitamin. And so they have the Go version, which has caffeine. I don't take that. This is my 7th bottle. I purchased this about 5 days ago because I knew I was gonna have to start taking it. This is the mango pineapple, y'all. And I just put it in, I just put it in my water in the morning. You only need it once a day. And for me, I mean, I love this stuff. It helps my body to get going. And again, this isn't the Go version. This does not have caffeine. I just feel like, it shores up anything that I might not get nutrient and mineral wise, even though I'm juicing and eating whole foods. It's just an extra buffer. It's an extra, security, like, hey, I got my daily vitamins. So if somebody just took this, not eating so healthy, this would do amazing things for you. Like, even you'll notice like 7 to 10 days, a lot of health benefits. And you can get this at, what is it? It's called Complete Nutrition, y'all. Hi, Monica. Hi, Florina. Good morning. Yes, the best advice is always to listen to our bodies. Very true. Very true. Once your body is clean, you're more aware of what your body is that it desires. If it needs more water, if it wants some coconut water, if it needs, some potassium, if it needs, more calories. So, once your body's clean, you can be aware of what your body wants. So what y'all got going on today? Y'all got any fun plans? It's sexy Saturday. Y'all hanging out with loved ones. Y'all chasing your dreams today. Y'all getting ish done. You know what I'm saying? Don't use the weekend as an excuse to give up on your goals, y'all. Never, ever. Treat today as it's your last day. You know what I'm saying? If you got anything going on, it's good to chillax and relax, but, always tackle those goals that y'all got going on. Saturday and Sunday, that's 48 hours. I wish I had 2 Saturdays and 2 Sundays a week, y'all. I got stuff to do. Hi Leland, hi Alma, hi Monica, good morning. So today's going to be kind of controversial. Again, I'm going to talk about something that I don't see anybody talking about. I did see Dave Asprey post about this, but this is typically for the high performance athletes, okay? In my opinion, from my knowledge, these high professional athletes in the 4, 5, 6, 7 major sports, 90 to 95% of them all on performance enhancing drugs. But what is a performance enhancing drug? Coffee is a stimulant. That could be a performance enhancing, right? CBD oil, right? It's not psychoactive, but that could be, that could be a performance enhancing drug, So I'm going to be talking about SARMs, and that's SARMS, okay? And they are supplements that many people take instead of steroids, and they have 0 to minimal side effects, y'all. And this is my second time I've taken it, and I just want to be open and honest. And I'm not, nobody's paying me any money. I can't get in trouble for talking about this, and I'm not ashamed that I'm going to talk about this, and so that's why it's very rare that anybody's going to talk about this. First off, I'm going to share another supplement. I've got 2 of these. This is my second time taking this. I took this back in September. I didn't finish it though. I'm going to finish it this time around. Again, I'm getting up there in age, and I try to make my diet, as clean as possible. But I am taking this. It's called Mancor. It's testosterone replenish. You can get this at Complete Nutrition. This is my second time taking it. I didn't finish it the first time, and so this is called Mancor. And you take this. This is for the gentlemen, y'all. You take this twice a day, once in the morning and once in the afternoon, with water, and preferably 20 minutes before you eat. Okay. So I always take 2 out, and then I put 1 on my counter or wherever I know I'm going to be throughout the day. You know how I like to play in my kitchen. I'm going to put that second one right there so I don't forget to take it. All right. So here's the SARMs breakdown, y'all. And again, allegedly, this is real SARMs. There could be water in here, okay? This is illegal to buy in a lot of states, okay? I have one distributor that I've purchased this from. Again, this is my second time purchasing this. You got to be very, very careful because there's a lot of jokers out there that aren't going to sell you legit SARMs. I can definitely say that these are legit SARMs because I've already used these once before for 8 weeks straight, and let me tell you, they worked, and I had 0 side effects, y'all. 0. And the information's getting out there, and hopefully me being front and center and speaking about this, and this is typically for the gentlemen, ladies, they do have some benefits, for cutting weight, for endurance, for replenishing and repairing muscle tissue at a skeletal level, I do have a distributor that I've used this for. If you all are interested in this, you can email me at optimalreset@gmail.com. Again, I have no connection. It's just I went through research and asking people in forums and really doing the research and discovery before I took the leap of faith, allegedly, to go ahead and do this in last September. Hi Mary, hi Mandy. Mandy said, "What's up, dude? Shot for ad, you seem like a hella funny character." Oh, thank you. Well, I think I'm funny sometimes, or I'm just humorous, but anyway, so here's the breakdown, y'all. So I'm going to do this for 8 weeks, okay? The first time I did it for 12 weeks, and I did 25 milligrams per day, okay? This time I'm going to do it for 8 weeks. I'm going to do 50 milligrams, okay? So this is in liquid form, okay? There are some producers and manufacturers that are doing it in pill format. I've read some stuff. I just wanted to stick with what I knew, and this stuff is very expensive. What you're seeing right here is close to $500, okay? Right here, this is $500, y'all. Just these bottles right here, okay? And so these 2 are old ones that I've already used in September. And what I do is, because there's so much going on here that I can't believe I'm talking this, but I'm gonna do it. There's so much going on here with the protocol that it can get a little bit confusing. So what I did, I had this little printer label that you print out labels, and so these are glass jars, y'all. And so what I did is I printed a little label here. So this is 50 milligrams in the AM, right? And you always want to do it with water, and you want to do it on an empty stomach. But as soon as you take it, as soon as you put this stuff in your mouth, you want to chase it with a drink, which I do with this, okay? And then you want to eat right away. If it's just a banana, put something in your stomach, y'all. Okay, so this is ostabolic. Basically, it goes by MK2866. Okay, and I'm going to take 50 milligrams every morning in the AM. See, I have a label right there. Every morning for 8 weeks. Now, you also, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pair it up with this Jordyn, which is basically called S4. And I'm going to be taking this 50 milligrams in the AM and 50 milligrams in the PM, okay? Every single day. Once you start this protocol, y'all, and again, this is probably not for, this might be for like 1% of the community, y'all, but this is what I do. I push play. I don't want to secretly be doing something, you know, even if I fail on something, I want to be open and honest, you know, to the community. And so I don't want any secrets, you know. That's why do you think I dance in my closet? Why do you think I show that? Because I dance in my closet. Why do you think I put the camera on in my, you know, bubble bath meditation? Because I'm meditating in the bubble bath. So this is open and honesty, and I'll probably get some criticism for this, but that's all right. This is what I'm sharing. So I do this once in the AM and once in the PM, and I'm doing 50 milligrams, and this is the Jordyn S4, y'all. Okay, so see how I put a little label on there? Boom. Just as a reminder, because when you have all of these, you do not want to mistake one of these. You do not want to take, you know, you don't want to take the MK286, the MK2866 twice in the morning. You do not want to do that. Trust me. And so you have to be very, very careful. And as a reminder, I put these labels on here, okay? Now, what I also stacked it with is this Jordyn, okay? And this is, you do 20 milligrams 30 minutes before your workout, okay? And this is next level, and I believe this stack, again, I've done this before, you know, and it is next level. You know, my goal is to put on 25 pounds, all right, and about 12 to 15 pounds of that muscle, and this is going to help me do it, okay? This is not steroids, this is a supplement, this is an enhancement, okay? Zero, if very limited side effects, okay? And I've done it before. The only side effect that I did get is I got a little bit of acne on my right shoulder. That's it, okay? But, and again, this is not probably for anybody in here. There might be some gentlemen that want to do this. But if you're doing 2-a-days, that means you go to the gym twice a day for 45 minutes to an hour, and you literally just beating up your body. That's what you have to do, you know, to get that physique. You have to literally tear those muscles and let them recoup, let them heal, and tear them again. Tear, ripping and tearing. And what this stack does is not only gives you endurance, but it helps those muscle fibers, I mean, literally repair in like hours. It's amazing what this stuff does. It is a performance enhancement, and it's a supplement. And for me, I saw it was just magic what this stuff did to me. And, you know, I worked out yesterday, you know, and I'm pretty sore, but I'm not nearly as sore as what I would have been, because this will be my second day taking this, okay? I did take it yesterday. And so basically it lets you power through your workouts, and you can you know, hit multiple areas multiple days in a row. And so you're ripping and tearing. So if your diet's on point, y'all, and most importantly, if you're getting, you know, your 7, 8, 9 hours of sleep, and you're eating a very healthy real food diet, you're stacking it with, you know, certain supplements, and with this SARMs, I mean, you can get that physique that you see in those magazines and whatnot. But I can tell you, 99.9% of what you see is not reality, and that's why I'm doing this, because I've done my research, you know, and you know, I've done this once before, and so I feel confident. You know, I'm probably going to get some bad feedback, but again, you know, if Dave Asprey's talking about it and Tim Ferriss is talking about it, you know, and I've dabbled in this in September before it was mainstream, okay? And SARMs have been around for about 4 or 5 years, but, you know, the science is starting to come out there where, you know, if you have zero or very little side effects, and you can hone it up with nutrition, you know, it's, in my opinion, I like SARMs. And this will not be the last time that I do it. So, hopefully, so I'm going to go ahead and show y'all. And so, you know, allegedly, this is SARMs. It could just be water. That's all I'm saying. So, I'm going to go ahead and do, so this is the Jordyn GW 501516. That's the scientific term, okay? So I'm gonna work out as soon as I let you all go, about 20 minutes before I let you go. I'm not gonna do a pre-workout. I'm not gonna use any stimulants or pre-workouts while I'm on the 30-day challenge, okay? Once this is over, I am gonna go back to my pre-workouts. You know, grapefruit juice, orange juice is a great pre-workout, but I need a little bit more stimulant. You know, and I like the pre-workouts that don't have caffeine, and they are out there. On It makes a really good one. So about 10 days from now, I will start doing my pre-workouts that a lot of you have seen, you know, months prior. So I'm not going to take this until I hit the gym, about 20 minutes before I hit the gym. But I am going to go ahead and take. So this is a newer one. So this is the MK2866, and so I haven't put labels on these. So I'm going to go to the older ones to make sure I don't double my dose. So this is 25 milligrams in the morning. Again, I'm going to do an 8-week stack versus a 12-week stack. So I'm doubling my portion. So I'm going to do 50 right here, okay? So this is, so it has this little dabber, and it goes from 0.25, 0.5, 0.75, and 0.1. So basically I'm going to fill this up to 0.5. I don't know if y'all can see that, but that's 0.5. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on my tongue, and as soon as it's on my tongue, I'm going to wash it down. Now, a lot of people will not be able to stand that taste. It basically tastes like rotten vodka. But here's the thing. If you get SARMs and it doesn't taste like rotten vodka or a very bad taste, it's not the real deal. And I've seen thousands and thousands and thousands of forum posts where people pay, you know, $500, $600, $700 for very similar stacks that I'm taking, and it's not the real McCoy. And so you know, if it tastes bad, that means it's working, y'all. So I took that. Boom. Now I'm going to take the, here we go. So that's the MK2866. And again, this stuff is actually going mainstream. You know, it's been around for 5 or 6 years for, I mean, just a ton of medical issues. Doctors are starting to use this stuff. Again, it's just not, you know, it's just not FDA approved, you know, but the science is starting to come out where, you know, I really think this will be mainstream probably in 3 to 5 years. You know, you can go anywhere around the world, y'all, and except America, and go buy this at your pharmacy, okay? So it's just got a taboo name to it, but I think that's going to be going away very soon. And so this is the Jordyn S4. You know, here's another thing. These two right here, our men and women, it's Memorial Day, I'm just going to put it out there. Our SEAL team, you know, our Army Rangers, they take both of these, y'all. Why do you think they take both of these? Because they want to be fit. You know, they're the ones that, you know, make that sacrifice, and they need the best, you know, optimal performance for body-wise. So they take both of these, y'all. And a lot of people don't know that. So this is the Jordyn S4. I'm going to take 50 milligrams of that. And then, here's the thing. So I'm going to take, so I want to make sure it's 50, because this is double the dose to what I'm used to, but I'm only going to be doing it for 8 weeks. So, I'm going to put together a nice little recipe for y'all, because you don't want to take that. You want to take it on an empty stomach at first, wait about 5 minutes, and then eat something and swallow it right away. Now, I take one of these, so one of these I take twice a day, and I do it in the evening, and I believe it is the Jordyn S4. So I take 50 milligrams in the AM and 50 milligrams in the PM. So that is that. I'm glad I got that off. I'm glad I'm sharing this with y'all. There's so many people, y'all, in magazines, the actors, y'all, everybody that you see in the magazine, when I say everybody, they are all on steroids. It is a fact. It's a fact. No ifs and or buts. They are on performance-enhancing drugs. It's a true story. Ask any of them on an intimate level. If you have them one-on-one and they're being open and honest, they will tell you. SARMs, in my opinion, is a much healthier option, okay? A much healthier option with zero or very limited side effects, okay? And if you've done it properly, all right, and you get your sleep and you get your nutrition and you work on, you know, everything else that's going on. My first time around, I had very little side effects. All I had was a little bit of acne on my right shoulder. That was it. I got down to 5% body fat, which I felt good. Right now I'm at 7%, so I might get 2% less, and that's about as low as you really want to go. You don't really want to go, any lower. Those fitness bikini models, they're all on the juice, y'all. Majority of them. And here's the thing, I'm not pointing fingers. The people that say they are not, if I meet them personally and I feel like they're being open and honest, they might not be, but a high majority, y'all, they just won't tell you. And I think that's unfortunate because people will see these fitness bikini models and these bodybuilders and these performance athletes, and they're all shredded, and and they're on the front cover of a Wheaties box. Well, that's not true. That's like candy, y'all. Or they're drinking Gatorade, or they're a Pepsi commercial, or whatever it is, or they got a Snickers commercial. It's not true. It's all a facade. And then you have these young children, or whoever it is looking at these people, and they look like a chiseled statue because they eat their Wheaties. It's not true. It's not true at all. And so hopefully, I'm here to be front and center, and I just want to be open and honest of what's going on, and I study and research that stuff. And the thing is, I've already done this once before, y'all. I wouldn't have just slid up in here and started talking about this if it was my first time. So I already have a little bit of experience and a little bit of knowledge. Again, I'm not a doctor, but I can tell you my personal journey. Okay, from whatever it is I'm talking about, it's my personal journey. So let's eat, y'all. So here we go. I'm gonna have 2 bananas. Again, I'm gonna do a recipe tonight for day 23 of the 30-day raw challenge. So today I'm just gonna make it simple because I am very, very hungry. And one thing that those SARMs will do is it will increase your appetite. Sometimes 2 or 3 fold, y'all. And again, I'm gonna start doing 2 or 3 a day. It's like I'm going to the gym 2 or 3 times a day. That's why a lot of this, what I'm telling y'all, does not pertain to you. But it's really me just pushing play and telling you what I'm doing. I'm not gonna hide, something over here where you can't see and just promote, fruits and vegetables when, that's just not what I'm doing. And I'm just saying, y'all, a majority of the people aren't doing what I'm doing. I have nobody to impress. You know what I mean? Nobody pays my bills up here, and so it's very easy for me to do this. One thing I just want to make sure that I've tried it. It's my personal experience, so I'm not basically repeating what somebody else has repeated. So I'm just gonna chop up these bananas, y'all. What is for breakfast for y'all? Let me get some of these comments. Wow, a ton of comments. Wendy, absolutely true. High majority of your basic gym rats, even girls, are doing light steroids. Wendy, I love you. Girls are doing Anavar. Wow, you are right. You are totally right. Winnie and Clem, even some Primo. Wendy, you need to email me, you need to message me, and we need to talk. You just hit it on the button. Wendy knows what she's talking about. I love it. I'm so glad this is what Optimal Reset is for, y'all. She is so very true. And here we go. So I don't know how to say your name. I'm just going to call you Miss Daisy, which is a lovely movie. I went and saw that movie with my dear grandmother, who I adore. Is probably one of the most important women in my life. And I went and saw Driving Miss Daisy with her like in 1989. And Morgan Freeman was in it, and he was the limo driver. And it was a beautiful movie. So Miss Daisy says, my husband is a trainer, and he's all natural because we eat healthy, and he eats a lot like a big. We take essential oil, which they're amazing for body naturally. Well, there you go. So if she's being open and honest, they're natural bodybuilders, okay? I'll just leave it at that. Thank you for sharing, okay? And it's bad for them. Let's see. Here we go. Wow, Wendy is bringing the heat. Selective androgen receptors modulators, or SARMs, are a novel class of androgen receptor ligands. The name follows. Wow, she's breaking down the science. I don't have time to read that because we're live. Good morning, Antoinette. Good morning, Carol. So are you doing this? Repair muscle. Basically, SARMs repair muscle. When you work out, you're ripping your muscles, right? You're ripping them. They need to, that's why a lot of people take the BCAAs, and the high protein, because you need to repair those muscles. This just enhances the process. The SARMs enhances the process, and in my experience, they work. Hello, Amber Webb. What's up, Amber? Amber and I go way back in Tempe, Arizona. And why are you taking this? Because I'm doing an 8-week cycle and it's the summertime and I just want to look good. And in my opinion, you know, they are very, very healthy. Now it's even in the science industry and the health industry that they are using select SARMs, you know, as for medical health rather than, you know, for the basic gym rat. And so these have been around for 5 or 6 years. Nobody that I know on this type of platform are talking about this. I haven't found anybody. But if Dave Asprey's talking about it and Tim Ferriss is talking about it, you know, and I've been studying this, you know, for probably about 8 months, y'all, it's going to be mainstream. It's not approved by the FDA, and that's why there's so much red tape. There's so much money to be made, just like the marijuana industry. Why do you think that's not legal? Why do you think there's so much pushback? Probably because the prison complex where they filled all these prisons in, you know, the mid 80s, and it's basically a business. And so if they can get you on a charge for marijuana, which is natural and extremely medical, you know, there's many medical benefits. It's medicinal, you know, but it's still not legal like it should. I know a lot of states are, but once it's federally legal, you know, it takes a lot of players out of the game. You know, it gives, you know, the pharmaceutical industry not one black eye but 2 black eyes. And so I think these are going to be mainstream very soon. I actually think you'll be able to go into you know, like a Complete Nutrition or a GNC and get your SARM game on. Hello, Angie. We need to take essential oil every day. Trust me, it helps a lot with aging as we age slowly. I agree, y'all. Yesterday when I said drop some links with business or services that you have, probably about 10 of them were essential oils. There's so many people that are selling essential oils. My only one thing that I have with essential oils is it's all, you know, the B2B marketing or the pyramid type thing. And I know y'all don't like that word, but if it's a legit product, okay, you shouldn't have an upline. That's all I'm saying. I've lost about 10 grand in 2 of those type of things. One was Limu, okay, I lost about 6 grand there. And then one was this Aussie thing, and I lost about 3 or 4 grand there. If you have to have an upline to have a product, y'all, you know, it might be an amazing product, but why have the upline? Why not just spread the love, you know, and just make it accessible? You know, that's all I'm saying, and that's, I think, why, you know, a lot of those upline things, you know, get a bad name. I'm not saying, you know, none of those are. You know, a lot of those products are good, but hey, why can't I just buy them from you? Why do you have to have this monthly thing? You know, that's why medicinal herbs, you know, and GMO free and organic food, you know, it should be free, right? If I want to give you some carrots because I have a healthy benefits, you shouldn't have to go to an upline and have to pay a monthly subscription to eat these carrots. You know what I'm saying? And so same thing with marijuana, you know, once that's federally legal, they have marijuana, and I don't smoke weed. I've smoked a lot of weed, but it doesn't work well with my body. But if you had to have an upline, you know, marijuana is a federal 1 drug up there with LSD and heroin. That is so crazy that they have that. And, you know, people are fighting tooth and nail, and that's been a long battle. And I think it's going to take another 5, 6, 7 years for it to be federal. But once it does that, it's going to change the world. Just like Bitcoin's going to change the world when we don't have to have all these banks. All these people have their hands, you know, in the cookie jar, and it's not needed. So I think once marijuana is legal, I actually think prostitution is going to be legal too, and I might get some heat from that. You know, what is prostitution? You know, I mean, you know, prostitution in many countries around the world is legal. You know, America, you know, has an amazing thing. You know, it's the land of the free, and I'm very proud to be an American. But you know, around the world, if your awareness is high and you look around at what other people are doing, there are better ways to do things, in my opinion. It's just I think America now is lacking behind in, you know, state of the art you know, surgery techniques and state of the art supplements and stuff. It's just because, you know, there's a lot of control that the FDA, you know, it's all about making that dollar. And so that's why that's why it's amazing that Optimal Reset is worldwide and we're spreading our love worldwide, because it's all about people sharing their experience and their knowledge and their expertise so we can all learn from them. Boom. All right, so let's just keep going. I'm just going to get this recipe, y'all. So here's my bananas. So this is my breakfast. Look at that. Not the ripest, but still delicious. And I'm going to keep it simple, right? So I'm going to get these blueberries. These are not the organic blueberries. I got these at Sam's Club, and they were $5.89, okay? They had an organic package that I bought too, which was $1 more, and which was amazing, this is what I learned, is I thought, well, the GMO non-organic ones would be more plump and larger because they're spraying them and, you know, they're basically frankenfood. They're not organic. But the organic ones were much larger and more plump. And I don't know why, but I thought it was going to be different. So these are the non-organic. I do have some organic ones, but I'm going to eat these because I bought them first. So I'm just going to put just a handful, y'all. I love blueberries, and I love that blueberries don't taste the same. I've never had a blueberry back to back that tastes identical. Each blueberry has its own unique taste. So I'm gonna drop some little love bombs on here. That's plenty. And today I'm gonna try for the first time this delicious maple syrup. This was very expensive, y'all. This was $12, okay? I got this other one at Sam's Club. Let me find it for you. This one was $12 as well, and I get 3 times the amount, okay? So this is just a higher grade and it's organic. So I'm gonna test the two so I can be aware of what I like better and is it worth the cost. So I'm gonna try this one today. So I'm very excited. And again, you know, if you're vegan or whatever, a lot of them don't consume honey. And so this is a great option if you're vegan for a natural sweetener. So this should be next level, y'all. Oh, it is. Oh, such a defined scent to that. Organic maple syrup. And I like, and it's glass, right? And it has this little lid. So I'm gonna put some of this on here, and it's really simple. We have 3 ingredients, y'all, and you can eat it just like this. So again, you know, I'm all about optimal performance. If it's emotional, if it's mental, you know, if it's about love, if it's self-love, if it's about coaching, if it's about fitness, if it's about health, I am here to do product reviews and to find the healthiest options possible. And so if you're eating 2 ingredients, you know, throw that cereal away, y'all. That is legitimately poison. And you know, you're giving it to your children. That cereal is poison, y'all. It is, I mean, some of them are 42 grams of sugar per serving, and sometimes children eat 2 servings. That's almost 100 grams of sugar before you send them off to school. And why do you think this ADD thing is? It's not, you know, I know there's some exceptions, but if you're, you know, just giving your child sugar and sugar and sugar and sugar and more sugar and more sugar, and then they're selling sugar, then they got sugar soda machines and candy machines at the school, y'all. It's an epidemic, you know, and people just have to be aware. You know, and then your child is in the principal's office because he can't concentrate. Well, yeah, because he's on, you know, a performance enhancing, which sugar is. It's a, you know, speed basically. If you send them in math class and they don't like math and they're jacked up on sugar, you think they're gonna pay attention? You think they're gonna have behavioral problems? Yes. And so you really gotta watch that sugar, y'all. Don't buy your children that cereal anymore. I'm telling you, please, please, please. For me, at least think about it and go through your cabinets, y'all. Your cabinets, anything that's boxed, it all has corn and it all has sugar, and a lot of it. Why? Because it's cheap, and they have these margins, and they have stockholders, and they have to make profits, y'all. All right? And who does that hurt? It hurts the consumers. And that's why Optimal Reset is here, is so we can get knowledgeable and we can help each other and we can educate each other, okay? So, I'm just going to put a little bit of this maple syrup, not too much because I don't know how sweet it is. Just put a little bit of drizzle, all right? And then I'm actually going to just toss it up a little bit. Boom, I can smell the blueberries, I can smell the bananas, I can smell the maple syrup big time. So I'm just going to have a banana by itself with the maple syrup. Wow. Not what I expected. That maple syrup is very, it's rich. Very, very rich. And it's almost like a, this is weird and I don't know why, but for some reason I'm getting like a charcoal taste. Like a bark taste. Very unique. Let me try a couple blueberries with that. That's a very unique taste, y'all. You know, in my opinion, you know, I don't really like it. I don't really like, now this, and you could probably use this in smoothies and much other different type of recipes, but just to be on bananas and blueberries, I'm not a fan of the flavor profile. I would much rather prefer, you know, I've got this honey, and this is organic, this is natural mates. This would have been much better, and I've had it before, but again, I wouldn't have known if I wouldn't have tried that. I've got this, y'all. You know, you gotta be careful with this though. This organic blue agave, it's another natural sweetener, but again, it's not as healthy as what a lot of people tell you, but yeah, I don't like that pairing, but I'm definitely gonna eat that, you know, because I took my SARMs, and you know, for bananas, so this is 70 grams of carbs, clean carbs, because each banana is about 36 grams of carbs. So, you know, I mean, I'll be ready to go to the gym. I've got my, you know, my H2O. You know, I'm gonna fill this up. You know, my gallon water. Y'all see that? And so I am ready, you know, to do this, y'all. I'm gonna go to the gym 2 or 3 times, you know, a day, and I'll take one day off, and I'm gonna mix cardio in there 2 to 3 times a day. And so y'all will see me really just get next level over the next 2 months, and then boom, July and August will be here. I'll be able to, you know, feel confident. I'll be able to know that I did it, in my opinion, the most optimal, healthy way, you know, and I'm an open book. So, you know, if anybody has any questions, hey man, you know, how'd you do this? You know, I'll feel comfortable speaking about it, because I'm not gonna be living in the closet. You know, I'm not gonna have a facade, and I'm not gonna say, well, you know, I ate my meat and potatoes, you know, and I'm like 5% body fat and I look like a statue. You're being dishonest with yourself, and you're hurting other people, because now other people think that they have to take, you know, all of this stuff and all this other stuff, and then they get confused, and then they don't get the results, and then they just give up. And so hopefully I can reach one person with today's episode, and they reach out to me, and I can give them the knowledge that I have, and they can use that as a building block for their journey. And that's all I'm doing here, y'all. Good morning, Marie. Good morning, Tia. Good morning, Lisa. What? All right, y'all, so check this out. Please share this. This is a very important episode to me. I was reluctant at first to do this, and that's saying a lot, because, you know, this is open honesty, but, you know, there's no secrets here, y'all. This is open honesty. No one's paying me. This is my true story, and I don't have to answer to anybody, you know, and I'm here to serve you. And that's why I'm doing this, y'all. So, you know, if you have a nephew, a cousin, a loved one, a friend that, you know, might be dealing with anything that I might be front and center, you know, so that's why if you know, spread a little love on that share button and invite people, because we're just here to try to, you know, we're here to share, inspire, and support with love, you know, and open and honesty, y'all. That's the only way I'm going to do it. Good morning, Wendy. So, here we go. I'm going to do 5 minutes of Q&A, and I want y'all to tell me what you're having for breakfast today. I love y'all sharing me what you're having for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. You guys sling the recipes, beautiful photos. You all inspire me, because I'm really interested. Like today I posted, you know, how many times, or do you drink Starbucks, and how many times a day? And like, I've dated a few women that really enjoy their Starbucks. And so in the past, when they'd go to Starbucks, I'd be like, okay, you feel like you're at the candy store, like, okay, what am I gonna order here, you know? And I always remember I would order the iced cappuccino latte, and it was like this big, and it was like $6, and it was very good. But today, just this morning, within like an hour, we had like 20 responses of all these like very interesting Starbucks orders, and it's really interesting to see all these unique orders. And, you know, and then how you break them down, you know, what's in that, how much sugar that is. And a lot of people have been honest about that they go every day, sometimes twice a day, or they go 3 or 4 times a week. And so it's very, very interesting. You know, I don't consume caffeine, but I have in the past. And so, you know, it gets very expensive too, y'all. So, you know, I would say, you know, why don't you find out, do some research and see what Starbucks is doing, because they are offering a service, and they do have to make money because they have stockholders, you know, and shareholders. So, you know, like with Michelle's trying to do 30 days without Starbucks, and she used to be a barista. So find those ingredients and make it at home, and you could do it for literally 20% of what they're going to charge you for, so you can save money, and you're going to learn, and you're going to know that you washed your hands and you prepared this delicious beverage. So that's just something I wanted to throw out there. Angie just had a banana, blueberry, and blackberry smoothie with coconut water. That sounds like something I'd sling up in here. That sounds delicious. Did you ever try Dandy Blend yet? I have not. So Cindy is having a juice, a kale, celery, lemon, parsley, ginger, and apple juice. That sounds like something I'd get down with. That sounds delicious. Antoinette is having a bone broth protein with green juice, beet juice. You all are making me smile. That sounds like something Dr. Axe, he really likes that bone broth. You all are inspiring me and motivating me. I love how y'all share these recipes with me. Wendy is having cantaloupe. Just cantaloupe. That's a delicious breakfast. Cantaloupe, y'all, I made a duck out of a cantaloupe last night live, right? Cantaloupe, I love me some cantaloupe. Mary Parks is having eggs and turkey bacon. What? So what I like to do with my turkey bacon when I'm cooking it for Jordyn, I had Jordyn cook her own turkey bacon last weekend, and she made 6 slices, and she seasoned each slice differently. Date sugar, maple syrup, salt, honey, agave, and so then we did a taste test, or she did a taste test, because I'm the 30-day raw, and I actually do miss my turkey bacon, y'all, so I love that one at Sam's Club, and I am going to be bulking, and so it might be interesting. When I'm done, I might not need it. It just all depends. But, I taught Jordyn how to do it, and so when you let your children cook it and prep it, rather than be like, here's the bacon, they don't see the process that goes through it. They don't read the macros. They don't know how much protein. They don't know when to season or when not to season. They don't know the heat. And so it was really interesting. She made 6 different turkey bacons, and she found out which one she likes, and she really likes the Himalayan salt with a lot of honey on her turkey bacon. And turkey bacon is very, very lean, y'all. Very, very lean, especially the one at Sam's Club. You get 40 slices for $10, and each slice is 6 grams of protein, y'all. You know what I mean? You can eat 3 pieces of turkey bacon and get, over 20 grams of protein. All right. Larry, what's up, Larry? Spinach and banana smoothie. What type of spinach? Did you buy it in kind of a container? Did you get it fresh out of your garden? Was it organic? Let me know. I love this. So Maria's had black coffee with coconut milk and water. What I would try with that black coffee, get your NutriBullet, okay, and some grass-fed butter, or some MCT oil and some coconut oil, rather than the MCT oil, and blend it. Oh, that is next level. And Starbucks doesn't do that. It's that, what is it called? It's like the bulletproof version or whatever. You can make that literally for like $2.50, and if Starbucks did make that, they would charge you $12. So see the difference? All right, so Larry said he was using organic. All right, y'all, so start asking me some questions. If y'all have any questions, I'll stay around. All right, so we guys were talking about some essential oils. So doTERRA, Young Living Essentials, there's so many of them out there, right? And I know that they're very good, and trust me, I have people reach out to me every single day with that type of stuff. And I don't mind doing a product review with that stuff, so if y'all want to hit me up, you can email me at optimalreset@gmail.com. Again, my only thing with that is you have to be part of their thing. Like, why can't I just buy it direct? Why aren't they just in stores? If it's really that legit of a product, let's sell it in stores. Be a distributor in stores rather than this thing, if you know what I'm saying. And that's just all I'm saying. And a lot of people like Ashley Decker, this is just one here locally. She likes to use the essential oils in her smoothies and in her recipes, and that's amazing. So there definitely are some health benefits to essential oils, I just wish that you could just buy them direct and not have to do all the upline stuff. And I know, I've had experience with 2 of those. I know even the people that are high in the upline, I know, you all are, you're basically, you have to be front and center, and you have to promote, you have to have your why and all that stuff. And I know deep down, and I know I'm right for a few people, they get into this in 3 months and they're like, what did I get myself into? And then they feel pressure, and it's kind of a tribe and a community, and you have a little bit of pressure, and then, it's just, and, a lot of people give up, and some people, stick through it, but I've seen hundreds of those go by and not be successful. And so, in my opinion, if it's an amazing product, let's let it be open to the public. Let us just buy it direct. I actually think a lot of that is going away. I think where the internet's now, with internet 2.0, 3.0, you know, the whole Amway thing that was, you know, 10, 15 years ago, and you had some of the other bigger ones. Limu was pretty big, and I'll probably get heat for this, but you know, Limo is dying. It's almost dead. That game's almost over. And I truly believe that the majority of those are just simply going to go away because you have influence marketing now. And you have people that, you know, you don't have commercials anymore, and there's so much information out there. We have computers in our pockets, y'all. You know, you could do your own research, and if there's an awesome product or service, you don't need an upline, you know. And so, in my opinion, I could be wrong, and you know, maybe y'all can educate me on that with your experience. But what I do want to say is don't double down, triple down, you know, and don't put your whole life investment into these type of things, y'all, because the majority of the time they're not profitable. And you know, you have to have your why, and you're sitting there telling people, you know, stick with it, do it, and do it, and do it. And a lot of people are saying that front and center when they're not making any money. And you know, it's just, I think there's a lot of honesty that gets a little bit jaded in those type of things. I'm just saying. You can buy Young Living and Storage, and you don't have to be a member to buy retail. Hit me up. Awesome. So I don't need to hit you up, but I would love for you to spread the love and tell us more, because if I could buy it and store it, then that's great. You know, then I can do that, so I don't have to go through an upline. That's amazing. And I know at Natural Grocers, they have a whole selection of living oils, and I know Dr. Axe sells some of his stuff, and so that's great. You know, I think that's great. So I think that trend is already coming, whereas 5 years ago, 10 years ago, they locked those things down, and they basically just died. All right, so Cindy said they had a TV yesterday about how bulletproof coffee is the next big thing. It's good for you and aids in weight loss. So Dave Asprey created bulletproof coffee, okay? Rob Wolf, 3 or 4 years before that, basically introduced it. Bulletproof coffee is just a marketing, it's just a brand, okay? But Dave Asprey is a very smart businessman. He is very smart as well. And, you know, he basically, you know, saw a niche in that and blew up. And so basically it's grass-fed butter, right, with coffee or MCT oil. And there's many health benefits to it. I've tried it before, and it is delicious. So Grace had an egg sandwich, no bread, wrapped in a plantain with tomatoes and lettuce. Oh, I would love for you to spread the love and make that for me. Well, an egg sandwich, no bread, wrapped in a ripe plantain? That sounds so good. Take a picture of that, please, and send it to me. I would love to see that, y'all. I love it when y'all send me photos. Cindy sends me a picture of her juice recipe or smoothie recipe every single day. I'm telling y'all, it inspires me, you know, to see that you all are eating healthy. And a lot of the times, you know, I'll see what you all are eating, and I'll mix and match, and I'll try it, and I'll experiment with it. And that's what Optimal Reset's here for. You know, we're here to spread the love and to share, inspire, and support. And, you know, what really gets me smiling is just delicious recipes and finding little things that work. So like today, you know, I didn't really like that maple syrup, but I'm going to eat it because I'm hungry and it's still nutrition. But I know now that I'm going to have to try the maple syrup, especially that brand, with different types of recipes because it just didn't match my taste buds. It's not gross, but I know, in my opinion, you know, I think the honey is better for me, for my taste buds. All right, do you eat oatmeal? When I bulk, yes, I do. I have not because I'm raw. I basically introduced Jordyn to steel cut oats last weekend. I got Michelle on the steel cut oats. That by far is the best oatmeal option. You can buy a pound or 2 pounds of steel cut oats for $2 or $3, where these little oatmeal things that you buy is 1/4 a cup and you pay $3.20 because it has protein in it. It's a bunch of you know what, y'all. They have like 20 ingredients. You can't read all of them. Go to your grocery store, buy steel cut oats. You could buy a pound and you're paying like less than $5 for like this big a bag. Y'all look. So these are for my daughter right here. These are steel cut oats, y'all, right here. Boom, right? These are steel cut oats. This is what oatmeal is, y'all. You basically do 3-to-1 ratio. So if you put a half a cup of oatmeal in your pan, you boil it with So a half a cup, you boil it with a cup and a half of water. You put the lid on. Once it starts boiling, you put the lid on, put it at low for 30 minutes. If you want to put fruit in there, you can put blueberries, raspberries, strawberries, honey, maple syrup, right? About 10 minutes before it's done, you can cut up an apple in there, put cinnamon in it, and it will be the best oatmeal you've ever had. Everybody will dig your oatmeal. You will love your oatmeal. And there are some, it really depends on what I'm doing. So I probably, with what I'm doing, paired up with the SARMs, with the steel cut oats, it's a good source of carbohydrates. When I'm juicing and when I'm fasting and I'm trying to clean it up, I went from 215 to 185 to 149. I'm not going to be eating oatmeal. There are some things that I don't, but if you're going to bulk, and you're going to put on muscle, ask those bodybuilders. They eat oatmeal all day, every day. And so for Jordyn, I would much rather her, have steel cut oats with an apple and cinnamon in it. That's 3 ingredients and it's steel cut oats. It is literally next level. You can keep it on low or just put the pan on, and you can let it, once it's done, you can let it stay warm throughout the day, and it gets better. If you have a visitor over, give them some steel cut apple, cinnamon, honey oatmeal, and they will be like, whoa, that is the best oatmeal I've ever had. So hopefully that answers your question. And it's very, very cheap, y'all. Very, very cheap if you do it this way. They have some companies that sell a little oatmeal like this big, and it's $3.20, and it's 1/4 of a cup of an oatmeal, and it's like, 22 grams of sugar, y'all. It's crazy. It's crazy. Once you're aware of a lot of stuff that's going on, you're like, I need to take control of my diet. I need to take control of my health and fitness. And then, then you can really start seeing, progress, and then once you get aware and you'll find out, then you want to know more, what you're putting in your body, because your body is your most prized possession. And so whatever you put in it, you want to put optimal ingredients. You only get one body, y'all. You only get one body, and sadly enough, obesity is an epidemic. I really think it's because of sugar, and I think it's because of not eating real foods. And it's an epidemic, y'all. Especially now that this optimal reset is blowing up. I talk to hundreds of people a week, and it makes me sad and it makes me cry sometimes, is because I'm exposed to a lot of the sickness that is going on. There are so many people that are sick, y'all, and that's one of the main reasons why I'm front and center. And so if I can if like the oatmeal tip, if that oatmeal tip was rad, or maple syrup, or my my vitamin water, whatever it is, if that sparks one of y'all to change whatever it is, or my juicing game or my smoothie game, that inspires one person, y'all, I really feel like I made a difference, because there's just so many people that are sick. And once you get sick, y'all, it gets expensive. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, $70,000, y'all. So why not make an investment now for preventative maintenance to keep yourself out of the hospitals, to get stuff cut out and do all this other stuff? To me, it's a no-brainer. And to me, as a child, I never even knew what asparagus was till I was like 22, y'all. I was never educated. All I had was 2-liter sodas. I had Little Debbie snacks. My nutrition was horrible. And I think, that's a big reason why I was so horrible in school. I couldn't pay attention, and a lot of it wasn't interesting to me anyways. I wish somebody would have slid up in here, and did a love spin boom and spread the love, and I saw this dude like at 6 years old, and I would have been like, whoa, I'm picking up what this dude is laying down, because it's coming from a true, authentic, journey, and it might have sparked me to like, hey, let's throw this microwave away. I don't want to put anything in that microwave. That's disgusting. You know what I mean? Or hey, let me go check out this produce aisle. Let me go see, what cucumbers are on sale. Let me see what kind of organic cilantro they have. Let me get my juice game strong. If I would have done that, that's why I do this for Jordyn, y'all. That's why I do this for Jordyn. She just within the last month, she admits that she likes avocados, right? She wouldn't touch an avocado. Now she's like, hey, Dad, you got any avocados? Well, yes, I do. How many you want? You know what I mean? That's my thing. Within the last month, she's admitted that she likes dates. So she's like, hey, Dad, do you have any dates? Yes, I do. How many do you want? You know what I'm saying? So you have to educate them. You have to be the example. You have to set the standard. And not only that, you have to get on their level and let them prepare. Let them weigh the produce. Let them do the math at the produce section. You know what I mean? Let them get engaged, because you never know. I'm seeing it in Jordyn when she comes up in here and does, her healthy juice recipes, but then she'll do the junk food review. Now here's the thing with the junk food review. Now we go to the candy store and I make her read the macros, and she's like, Dad, this thing has 45 grams of sugar per this little, I'm like, So it's me not telling her, don't eat junk food. It's me saying, okay, have fun with this, do your thing, but here's the other alternative. And when they have both of them and they see how it looks, how it feels and how they react to it and the price, you know what I mean? More likely they're going to choose the healthier alternative. It's just they don't have the options. They don't have the education. They don't have the awareness. So not only provide an abundant, always have an abundant, healthy, available options to them, but also teach them and play with them, make it fun, where that then once it clicks as a habit, y'all, then you know you did something for them. You did something for them, because once you have a habit, they're going to have that all the time. So instead of saying, Dad, can we get some Pop-Tarts? They're going to be like, hey, Dad, can we get some cantaloupe and make some cantaloupe meal? You know what I mean? And it's just like, yes, 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 yes. All these things, because once it clicks, when they're 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, maybe even younger, now that's their habit. That's what they're going to teach their children. And that's going to spark ideas. Let's see what a honeydew milk tastes like. Let's see what real apple juice tastes like. And so it's just next level, and that's why I do this, y'all. And it really makes me feel good, especially with Jordyn, especially with y'all, because I'm here to serve you. I'm not for sale. Look, this is not a product placement, y'all. This company didn't tell me what to say. I don't have to repeat. This is just me. And so I think it's a very unique experience, y'all. And again, I'm not going to showcase something that I have not tried. And like I said, this maple syrup is no good on that. So just because of my taste profile. So, they're not paying me, and y'all, influence marketing is the new commercials. TV's going bye-bye. You're going to see a lot of this type of engagement. This is how you're going to learn. And it's so hidden. There's hundreds of different variables. I could have this sit right here, y'all, right? Just sit right here and not even say a word about it. And it depends on how big I call it community, but a lot of people call them fans and followers. They could pay me, and I turn them down all the time for sponsors. They could pay me $800 just for that to sit right there. Just for that to sit right there, I could get paid $800 just to chill like that. That's misleading, y'all. If you're going to tell people, hey, they paid me $800, and this is a script that I have to read, and it's right there, and I'm reading it, you know what I mean? That's some open honesty, but you're still getting paid what to say. And I'm not saying don't make a buck on things, but I have a full-time business, y'all. That's what makes this so unique. I'm just here to share, inspire, and support. So have trust in me and have trust in Iggy. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going anywhere, y'all. I'm gonna be front and center all day, every day. Okay? Sometimes I slide in here and I have fun. That helps me to have fun and work on some things I'm dealing with in my childhood. I like to play with y'all, okay? Sometimes I like to get naked in the bubble bath, and meditate. It's because of what I'm doing, I'm going to start sharing some gym videos with y'all. I'm doing a lot of collaboration with Chow. Slid in here, and she made me that delicious pie. That was so good. I ate another piece of that yesterday. Check this out. This is going to last me a while. Look how much of this delicious pie, and it's so good. I mean, literally, and the piece that she brought over was her husband. That was gone in 2 minutes. This is probably the best pie I've ever had. And it's very simple. She made it in a half hour. You could literally make it in 10 minutes. And it's real food. It's so dense. This is a heavy pie. I can only eat a small piece. And so I'm going to do a lot of collaborates with her. You might even see me slide up in there and do a couple love spin booms 3 or 4 days in a row at her restaurant. Would y'all like that? I know I would. She could put me to work. I'll be her sous chef, and I'd like to go live, and because she just slings the heat on those delicious real food, raw food smoothies. She's got juices. She's got great entrees. She's got. She. That's why I brought her in here, and she was the first person that I introduced to y'all, on an intimate level in my kitchen, because she just raps, y'all. We just push play, and what you saw was open honesty, and she's a beautiful woman. She's very passionate, and again, she's not a classically trained chef. And that's okay. I don't believe in labels. I don't believe in all that stuff. The majority of the doctors, they're just going to prescribe you what they were told from the pharmaceutical industry. And then they got to give you another prescription, and then they got to give you another prescription for this side effect and another prescription because they get a kickback. They get paid for that, y'all. And all it is putting small Band-Aids, small Band-Aid, small Band-Aid, small Band-Aid, and now you're really messed up. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, with Chow, I like the way she raps, and you all, I hope you all see her again, and I want to bring some other people in here. You know, I'm even going to travel and do some interviews with some people you probably already know. Again, that's just a good way that I can spread the love, y'all. So, I'm going to eat a piece of this probably tonight. Daisy, man, wish you live by me. You can go with me on live here at my juice bar. Daisy, you got a juice bar? And oh my goodness, I would love to do that. I would love to do that. You know, natural grocers have like a class and stuff. Here's the thing, and this is open honesty. You know, I do the bubble bath meditation for anxiety. Y'all, I was dyslexic as a child. I spelt backwards till I was like 6 or 7. I had a really bad speech impediment. You know, I failed first grade. You know, I had a really bad speech impediment. I didn't really speak. You know, and then as a golf pro, I had to run these tournaments, and I had 70 employees, and I would get very, very nervous to go in front of, 150 golfers and run a tournament and stuff. And so I was forced to do that, and, and so that helps. But for me to do what I'm doing on a level with individual and real human beings, I'm not interested in that yet. Like, I'm going to go do it with Chow if she gives me that opportunity, just because it's not going to be, there's just going to be, there'll be customers and stuff, but I'm not going to have per se like an audience. Things have to be raw for me. It has to be just raw. I just want to slide in somewhere and just do it, But if I feel like I have to, put on a show for a crowd, I think it would change. I think the dynamics would change for me. So, I would like to do just a spontaneous thing. Natural Grocers has this class thing, and one of the employees mentioned it, and I was like, yeah, that'd be fun. But for people to come see me and to sit, I don't like it that way. Now, if it was spontaneous, right, and I just slid up in the produce section, and I was like, "What's up, y'all?" And then I just went and just did what I do, so I don't have any expectations. That's what I'd be interested in. That's what I want to do. So I would love to do your juice bar if it was unannounced. I could just, sling, like a smoothie recipe or whatever it is. I would love to do that. That is very fun for me. That's like, going on the monkey bars. That's playing tetherball. That's playing fourscore. That's shooting some hoops. You know what I mean? That's just freelancing and rapping to me, and I get joy out of that. And that's why it's really easy for me to serve all of you. Because you all motivate me and inspire me. So it's the least that I could do. Hi, Yasmin. Yasmin is from Sweden. Look at that. Sweden, y'all. Optimal Reset is worldwide, and it's just going to get bigger, y'all. It's just going to get bigger, bigger, and bigger. Let's see. So, Cindy says, I seriously asked God for Tom, and I'm very grateful to him. Wow, Cindy. Oh, wow. Wow. Well, I'm grateful for you, sweetie. Okay? I am. She sends me a picture of her juice or smoothie every single morning, y'all. Cindy, you're a blessing to me as well. All right, y'all, I'm going to get going. So I'm going to finish this. I'm going to finish my vitamin. And then, hopefully you all enjoyed, my information about SARMs. Remember, it's not for everyone. Probably all of you don't need any of this. I just want to share it with you because it would be very misleading if I didn't. Okay? And no one is doing that like I'm doing it. I mean, a lot of people are doing that, especially in some most CrossFit, arenas, gym arenas, NFL, NBA, NHL, tennis, golf, mixed martial arts. They're doing that on a much higher level. Why? Because they're the best athletes in the world, and you're talking $500 million contracts for some of these men and women. So every little edge counts, okay? This is not steroids, this is SARMs, it's a supplement. In my opinion, 3 to 5 years, you'll be able to buy this exact same stack at GNC. It's just America moves a lot slower. You can go anywhere in the world, in most countries, and buy this, okay? It's not cheap, it is expensive. I think once it goes mainstream, the price will go down. And then once other competitors get in there, I think the price will go a lot further down. So hopefully y'all are having a sexy Saturday, okay? I love every single one of you. You know, y'all inspiring me and motivating me. And y'all go outside. I'm gonna go outside. I'm gonna hit the gym. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna get some, I'm probably gonna make a juice after that. I'm gonna take a 10-minute power nap. And then Buddy and I are going outside and I'm gonna get 2 or 3 miles in because it's like 70 degrees. Come back, do a little bit of work. And then I will come back. I'll come live here tonight. Do day 23 of the 30-day raw. And then I'll probably go to the gym again. So you know, this shirt's coming off soon, y'all. And like what I said, when this shirt's coming off, it's not coming back on, okay? So y'all get ready for that. And really, I'm just having fun, y'all, okay? So I love you. And here's a salute to all the men and women in the armed forces and all the other men and women that support America's freedom, y'all. Boom. It's in your heart, that's where it is, it's in your heart, from the very